The U.S. military is about to poke the Maduro Venezuelan bear. And he's not so much a bear as being the Maduro moron. He is arguably one of the worst leaders of any country on the planet. Whenever a military has a buildup, and especially when an entire aircraft group, the nuclear-powered Gerald Ford and Company, sails in from the Mediterranean across the planet to the shores of Venezuela, you can count on that hardware being put to use. Now, is all-out war about to break out? I'm not so sure. I think the military is going to target drug things. They'll look on the satellites and boom, 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 inland Venezuela. Then the question is, how will the world's worst leader respond? He'll have to save face, but he really doesn't want to engage the United States in a war because it'll probably last about 3 hours. What is this all about, though, actually? What it's about is the Trump administration wants to induce regime change. They want to get rid of this guy. And frankly, good riddance. The problem, though, is our track record in trying to bring about regime change isn't that great, let alone how much we have screwed up Latin America, going all the way back to John F. Kennedy and prior. So what's going to happen? We're going to hit the drug whatevers inland in Venezuela. Maduro is likely to respond. He has to respond in some kind of capacity. It might just be an Iranian thing. We bomb the Iranian nuke sites and no direct response. But Maduro's in a weird position where the opposition there is perhaps more substantial than he cares to admit. We've got our CIA creeping around in there. We've had a terrible track record with that too. And the whole goal here is to hit the first domino that's going to knock into other ones to precipitate regime change that's ultimately brought about by the Venezuelans themselves. Will this work? I don't know. I really don't think so. If you understand the Venezuelan society right now, Maduro is paying off a huge segment of the population, especially the poor people of Venezuela, to keep in control. This guy is paying off his own people so they don't oust his ass. But it's still effective. And we can't invade and bring about any kind of change ourselves. So will this be enough for the Venezuelan resistance to pull that off? I don't know. If nothing else, we're lighting a match and throwing it on a gargantuan barrel of oil from what used to be one of the country's biggest oil producers until Maduro turned even his own manufacturing capacity into the garbage can. But expect a lot of chaos, expect a lot of uncertainty. Things don't always work out the way even the Donald wants them to. Hang on to your hats.